Hey, my dementia friend, how are you today? Your host, Debra Costu. Costu's got you. You like that? Costu's got you. I am a dementia expert, author of number one bestseller, Forget Me Not. Fantastic book for you, available wherever. I have been teaching this stuff for a long time. I did my own tests. I did my own case studies. I spent over 15 years doing that just for you to get results. Today, instead of my normal trainings that I do for you, I wanted to let you know about an event that's coming up because this is the last time I'm going to offer it this year. So this is it. End of October. It's going to be offered one more time. Not going to be offered until probably well into 2025. I'm really not sure yet. But I'm going to be doing a webinar, and I've created this webinar just for you. It's my most popular. My most favorite one is going to come up after this, and it's going to be for the holidays. But this one is called Be Smarter Than Dementia. Brilliant, right? Be smarter than dementia, because we can learn to be smarter than this disease. This disease makes no sense. It destroys the brain. It creates confusion. It creates chaos. It brings up emotions, things like we kind of wish our person might die, like we just can't take it anymore. It consumes our lives. It tears us apart. And I want to help you to put an end to all of that. So I'm going to give you about an hour and a half of my time, and we're going to have a meeting. We're going to have a meeting about dementia. And this is only going to be for a select few of you because there's only so many seats that are available. But I wanted to tell you a little bit about what I'm planning for this day. And don't let me forget to tell you about the bonuses. I have bonuses for you that you're going to get just from signing up for this seminar. But I'm an international trainer. I love dementia. I love helping people get success. And I love hearing their stories when they contact me and tell me that it's just remarkable and unbelievable to them. It was completely unfathomable that they could get these types of results. But anyway, I'm going to do about an hour and a half. I'm going to do a training just for you, and it's going to be on Zoom. So it's very easy to join. And this is my personal invitation to you. And I'm going to share a lot of my secrets that I've learned in my 15 years and then my additional 5 years creating my course. But I'm going to give you some really good, quick result tips that you can start using immediately. And I'm very, very proud of this webinar. It's called Be Smarter Than Dementia, which I think I already mentioned once, but that's what it's called. If you want to leave now and go right to sign up, go to the website and go to the events tab. So you go to answersabout.alz.org. That link is down below, but just go to the website, go to the events tab, and it will be right there on top, the Be Smarter Than Dementia webinar. But what we're going to talk about is the 11 warning signs of Alzheimer's disease. And when we get really deep into these warning signs, I always see my students doing this, right? They're like, oh, yeah, that's my person. Or, oh, yeah, that's my patients on the unit. Oh, my God, yes, this is George. This is Sue. This is, they're just like, oh, my God, yes. And when they start realizing all the different things that are going on with dementia, not just memory loss, it starts to really open their eyes. So we're going to talk about the 11 warning signs. That's the first thing we're going to cover. But the biggest thing is I'm going to reveal my secret backup method for handling behaviors. How do we go about handling these behaviors that are so troubling, time-consuming, ripping us apart, frustrating, aggravating, sucking us into arguments, like all of that. So I'm going to talk about my backup blueprint or my backup method for behaviors. And that is actually the that's the bonus that you're going to get for signing up for the course. So you're going to get that for free. It's going to be emailed to you automatically after the class. This is a $200 value that you're going to get for free for taking the seminar, which, by the way, the seminar is $29, but you get $199 free, $200 value free. So we're going to talk about my secret backup method for behaviors, which is going to give you a really good jump start on how to handle some of these really treacherous situations. Some other things that I'm going to talk about, which are so important, and I know you're probably thinking, I've heard this before. Well, you know what? I put my money where my mouth is. So if you want to learn from someone who's going to guarantee your results, then I'm your girl. If you want to just keep signing up for things and blowing your money, go right ahead. I have no problem with that. But there's no one else out there that's going to guarantee what they do. So, but the stress and the stress that comes with dementia is excruciating. And there's no getting around it, really, because dementia comes from you at all angles. It happens 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. There's no break. There's no break. I just got off the phone with a lady who said, the doctor said I can't leave him alone anymore. So I can't even go shopping. I can't go out for coffee. She said, I can't even let him walk to the mailbox by himself. That's a lot of stress. It's a lot of stress. And then when you add in when they won't do what you need them to do or what you want them to do, or they don't understand or you don't understand them, right? And they get angry, they get frustrated, they suck you into arguments all the time. And we don't want to spend our time arguing with our loved one. They're called our loved one for a reason. We want to love them. So I'm going to teach you how to start reducing that stress level. You know, there's some studies out by the Alzheimer's Association that talk about the mortality rate of the caregiver prior to a person with dementia because they're so stressed. And we can't have that. We can't have you in the hospital or sick or, God forbid, even die before your loved one. Then how are you going to take care of them and keep them at home if that's your goal? So we're going to start some strategies on how to lower that stress level for you and your person with dementia. And then we're going to get into some anger, because anger comes for most people hand in hand with dementia. Now, not everybody, but most people with dementia experience anger. Anger comes from frustration. Frustration comes from not being able to perform tasks and not being able to communicate. So I'm going to start teaching you all of those tips and tricks, because it all comes together, right? All has to come together like a nice little puzzle piece. And if even one or two of the pieces are missing, it's just not going to work. So we're going to talk about anger, how to reduce the anger, how to reduce the arguing. And I know you guys are like, oh my God, the arguing, right? It happens so quick. It happens so unexpectedly. And you're trying your best to convince them or talk them down or, tell them you're just trying to help, and it all backfires, right? And you're like, what the hell? Why does this keep backfiring in my face? So I'm going to start explaining to you a little bit about how the arguments are always starting and how, but better yet, once we find out like where they're coming from and where your person with dementia is coming from, I can start showing you how to divert those arguments, how to not get sucked into these arguments. I call it like the vortex of hell, these arguments with a person with dementia. And because I say it all the time, and you've probably heard me say it before, that's their superpower, right? Dementia's superpower is to suck your ass into an argument. They're so good at it. But it doesn't benefit anybody, right? And so I'm going to teach you how to divert away from these arguments and not get sucked into the arguments, but also how to avoid the arguments in the first place. So instead of having to learn how to bring them down, let's avoid them altogether. I know, brilliant, right? So, but there are skills involved with how to do that. So I want to help you save your relationship. I want you to have a loving, caring relationship for what time you have left with your loved one, because time is so precious. That's the one thing you can never get back. It's the one thing you can never buy. It's the one thing you can never negotiate, right? Once it's gone, it's gone. Time is the one thing you can't fix, you can't get it back. So let's make the best out of the time that we have left and come to my personal invitation. There is only a select few of you that are going to make it into this class. And like I said before, this is the last time it's going to be offered before 2025. So now's your chance. Learn how to survive. Learn how to start winning again. Start getting your life back. And you'll get the bonus. You will get the backup blueprint just for registering. Even if you don't make it to the webinar, you'll still get the backup blueprint in your inbox. It's a $200 value. And for those of you who want to upgrade to the VIP, that means you will join me in a room. That space is very limited. But if you want to join me in the VIP room after, there's going to be another 1 hour. I usually over deliver, but there's going to be an additional 1 hour where you can ask questions. And you're also going to get a bonus for that. And I believe that's also a $200 value or more. And that's the behaviors blueprint. And you're going to get that 3-page or 4-page document. I have it right here. 3 pages. And that's a bonus for you free if you choose to be a VIP. Oh, I should probably tell you when it is. It's going to be Monday, October 28th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. When you sign up for the webinar, the invitation should come in your time zone. But there are no recordings, so please don't contact me after and say, I couldn't make it. Can I get a recording? There are no recordings. Because everything, said in there is confidential. So I hope you join me. World-renowned expert in Alzheimer's and dementia behaviors and communication. Debra Costo, I would love to have you. 11 warning signs of dementia. Reduce your stress. Reduce the behaviors. Reduce the anger and the arguments. Let's learn how to survive this disease. Let's learn how to navigate. And let's get a handle on dementia instead of dementia having this freaking chokehold on you and your entire family. So this is where it begins. I'd love to see you there. Again, very limited seating. Go to the website, answersabout.alz.org, not .com, .org, and go to the events tab. And that's how you can register. I will see you there. We are going to have the most amazing time together. I cannot wait to meet you in person. See ya.